All right, welcome back. It is episode 20 already of Agrarian Skies. I am Athrabirstan, your main man Stan. We are mostly complete with this automation. I felt like it was getting a little tedious, and I just went ahead and finished it up off camera. Nothing really changed since I last updated you. I just pertified it a bit, added some blocks and some covers, and made it a little more sightly. I think I'm going to cover everything up in the back as well. And we'll leave that guy exposed. I farmed a little wood, made some barrels. Those are expensive when you're manually farming logs. It's 7 per. We need to get some wood automation action going. Next time I log out, or stop recording rather, I'm going to go up and finish that. And that's going to happen off camera, and this is our next project on camera. We'll set up the auto farm to grow some trees, and that'll be interesting at first. They're a little bit of work to maintain until you can get full automation going. Shouldn't take too long. We need more barrels here. I want to get this knocked out. Okay. Well, before we start talking about that, let's finish talking about this. Here's something I wanted to try, and I haven't tested it yet. I just have to flip the lever, but we need to figure out the automation for this, so let's see if that... No. Doesn't pull blocks out. Wait a minute. Oh, yep, there it is in my inventory. How's it in there? I already had one in my inventory. I think that was a graphics glitch. I think that might have worked. And now we're going to have to try it again. How annoying. Let's grab... What do we need? 18? 9? Yeah, we'll do that. That'll get us 2 blocks. How are you in there? Oh, I was working up on the roof. Easier if you do a shift click. We'll wait on that a moment. I cooked up some bricks. I was thinking about it, and clay is easy to get. All we gotta do is throw a stack of dust in that thing over there, and it makes clay like nobody's business. So that's like free brick forever, and we'll get something in place to do clay and soul sand. Are 2 things that are automated in that same way. The soul sand is just sand in a barrel of witch water, and I think what we'll do is we'll replace that garbage can with a duct, because that right now is kicking sand out into the garbage can, so we'll replace that with a duct, and we'll send it through the wall to the other side. Or maybe there might be enough room right there, actually. Those 3 spots, that'll probably do it. And the only trouble we have then is getting water over to it, but I think we can finagle something pretty easy. It'll maybe clutter up the place a bit, but it should work. And that'll get us some soul sand. And I think really all we need are more aqueous accumulators. Oh no, it was dust. That was our problem. We were running out of dust. That thing is so fast. Yeah, without it, we can run 3 of these guys. And I've been thinking, these, I mean, this is all well and good, and good on us for building it, but the scale of this quest, of like some of the hoarding quests, we got our book on us. I don't think we can open them up because we haven't unlocked them yet. Where are you at? But some of these are like thousands of items, tens of thousands of items, hundreds of thousands of items. Those kinds of resources, like, this is just a starter package. This is just barely going to get us going. So after this, I think what we'll do is we'll expand further out that direction, and we'll make that the industrial district. And then this over here will be all the farming and whatnot. We'll like make a big ring around Tinkertown. And do all of our agriculture there. So beyond this, we'll have some kind of a huge foundry with like a couple of smelteries and everything fully automated to pour ingots and blocks and everything for us. We don't have to do anything, which I want to automate on this. I think it's possible to do the blocks. Speaking of which, are these melted? Yeah. I think it's possible to, what do we got in there? My axe. What is the problem? There we go. I think it's possible to automate all of this. I'm pretty sure we just have to replace that seared faucet with a liquid duct and set it to extract, and it'll just dump stuff into this casting basin. Now let's see. Tell me this is gonna work. And it did. Okay, so I was right. That was just a graphics glitch. I thought that was a little weird, because I had already had one in my inventory. I was making two, and I thought, you know what, let's try this. But I wanted to do it on camera, because that's what I was talking about. Like, those are the sorts of things that, in the process of figuring all this out, that you might not have seen. Like, yes, we can do this, or just to know that it doesn't work. So I want to go ahead and just, while I'm babbling away, babble, and let's get some work done. And make it harder to get around than it already is. But I want to get rid of this limestone and actually use it. I don't like it here, is what it comes down to. And I think we're actually sneaking up on, whoa, what the? Sneaking up on having a good amount of blocks in terms of just variety, so that our builds can start to have kind of a look to them, instead of just wood and cobblestone and variations of stone brick. Which is cool and all, but we need more. I think we can fancify these guys too with the chisel and obtain a slightly wider variety of looks. And I think we are real close. With this now back online and generating resources, we can go ahead and start using metal blocks to micro block a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. And I'll just have to throw some planks down someplace. I got one. No, I got 11. That's enough to make a step. Let's just do that for now. I want to use this limestone to decorate. Let's see, we got a chisel on us. No, that doesn't work. That's too bad. Let's try the next best thing. Unfortunate. It must be because it's a mariculture block. That must not be integrated yet, because it seems to work with just about every other block. Block of tin, that's got a good color to it. I mean, we can micro block that. I like it. Actually, all of these metallic blocks look real nice. Where's our chest? I think we got a... No, we don't have any. It's out here. This guy. Some of these blocks, even this one, it's got rivets in it. I don't know if we can cut that one up. I want to try it. And of course we can go emerald and diamond blocks. That's a little pricey, but I think we actually have a couple of emerald blocks in there that I haven't even tapped into yet. So what I want to do, I think I have that hatchet on me. Yeah, I found it in a casting basin. Is take out these guys, and we may end up taking out this whole wall, I don't know, but I want to play with the look of this a little bit for a moment, just see how this limestone plays. What is going on there? Did I somehow build that out of... Oh, that's the tool rack, right. Which, by the way, I was goofing around just trying to see if the dolly would go on the tool rack, and it actually moves the tool rack with the tools intact and everything. So that was a little happenstance. What the? Am I having some trouble or what? I don't know what to make of any of that. It's like it wants to be in range, but it isn't. And this pickaxe is just about to break. And I am just about to break too. Let's take a step back and see how that looks. Oh, I really like that. I really like that a lot. A little bit of micro block around that, and I think we're in business. Yeah, that's way better than the birchwood. And this is going to have to come out because I'm not going to have a window looking in on this madness. And then, you know what, too? I was thinking this would be a really fun mod pack to run on a server. But, like, this mechanic here, all these entities flying around, if you had 50 players logged in creating all of this mess, oh my. And I mean, the quests are up, they're all epic scale quests. I mean, later on it's all like this is nothing. So I'm thinking no on that one. That's not gonna work. So I want to do up some more seared brick. I think I did yeah, seared brick. I think I did one stack, but I think we're going to need more. I want to jack the smeltery up as high as we can get it and get that guy cranking. Not that it really needs to be bigger, but that's just cool to me. That's good. It'll look good. I really want to get that coming out of the chimney so we can finish up the lava on the roof. Or the, I think we'll use molten iron. So I think we got some dust in here. Yeah, let's do this. I got no room. Oh yeah, I cooked some up and made some bricks, and that might be enough, but we're probably going to need some more drains. And eventually we'll use this as our manual, because we'll keep it close to home. We don't have to go real far, and the things that are out there will all be more automated. We shouldn't have to go out to the periphery of the island too much, ideally. So we'll use this as our manual use smeltery, and then we'll have another one or two or three. I don't know how many we'll need to get this all done. Probably multiple, I expect. And those will be the fully automated, but we'll set up some temporary automations. Yeah, I've got this on standby ready to pump in to the controller. I just wanted to wait and see how this worked. And next we need to take this off and then throw a liquiduct on there, which I do have. Let's just do that because I really want to see how this is going to work. Well, that's, oh, connecting to that drain. That's interesting. So we could, wow. I wonder how that works. Can we get you? I don't have any inventory space, so probably not. What can we put in here? Some blocks of ore. Oh, that's the dust. We wanna put that in here. Yeah. Supposedly with X a kilo installed, any of these ore components should smelt directly, and we may take advantage of that. Although the system is built now, I don't see really any reason to change it. We could simplify that and just smelt whatever, but I think this is going to be better because it will help us to keep our ingots separate. And what I'm really hoping is that we can cast individual ingots. So we'll test this and then we'll test that. Let's see, we need to do this. Do we have a lever on us? Do we have the things to make a lever? No, but we don't need this lever here anymore. And when we got our faucet, yeah, okay, that's good. We can't put a lever there, I don't think. We can't put a block there to put a lever on. So let's just do this real temporarily, because we're going to want to switch these two in just a minute anyway. So we've got 9 ingots in there still. Let's see. Oh yeah, so that totally works. One thing we could do is set this output to send stacks of 9. I believe that works. And that would give us a block every time, theoretically. But next, let us try... Oh, that's the wrong button. Caps lock. Guess what? It's caps lock. Let's try this. And we need a couple more guys to throw in there. No. We just need one. I don't want to fill this thing up. Not while I'm experimenting. While we're waiting for that to cook up, let's do this. Item duct, yeah. And go get us another lever. I think we can do that right here. Is there such a thing as a stickabout? No, naturally not. I do believe there are some in this chest though, yeah. 4 of them. Trade ya. Inventory. Filled. Let's just make 4, look at that. It's like it's waiting for us. Oh, and I grab this dust, that'll free us up an inventory slot. Go throw that in and make some clay. Okay, put that lever back. Run through here. It's like an obstacle course, trying not to get a bunch of stuff. And I just block. You don't probably need to do this, but again, it keeps us from having 9 blocks, 9 stacks of everything in here. And especially for this guy, because it would probably steal them all. And then I set it to first slot only. And it doesn't change anything. I did that with all of them. It just makes it a little cleaner, I think. Probably wastes a lot of bricks, like half a stack of bricks, I think, filling all those things up, but whatever. And here's a problem too, and maybe we just need to put like a cover on top of that, but the empty slots in this guy fill up with junk. In fact, let us try that. Do we have a regular cover on us? As I think the hollow ones won't work. And here's a cool thing too that I discovered. This hollow cover here, you can still flip the lever through it, and for the most part it blends. I mean, you can see through there just a little bit, but it looks real clean, and you can flick that lever. So that was kind of fun figuring that out. I've got a cover, I think, right here. Yeah. That kind of became the temporary project chest. So if we just put that like that, maybe that'll work. We'll see. Because we don't want that guy, because then it'll just dump that stuff into here. Okay, yeah, he's still good. And that's we don't want him beating on stuff with some more sand or whatever. That won't get us what we need. Oh, big yawn. Alright, this should be melted. Let's see if we can pour an ingot this way. Oh. Yes, we can. See, now that'll keep our... If we do it all as ingots, then as these get pumped out one by one, there'll be just a slight delay on the heating of them. And then we won't have any weird mixing of metals, because it should pump them out. Like as soon as each one finishes, it should just pump it out, pump it out, pump it out. And we'll get like 2 or 3 of these. Probably 3 just to be on the safe side, because what does it really cost us? I mean, this is nothing. And so I think that's the plan. Yep, we'll do that. We got no room on this side. The other side of that wall is lava. So I guess we'll do it on that side. That's a pretty cramped... Oh, that's not good. That's a pretty cramped little area anyway. No space in the old inventory. Of course. Always. This little space is pretty cramped over here and not really good for much, so it'll be good for some automation. And then we'll just put an output chest like right here, and that'll be ingots, maybe 2, just to have lots of room. Or we could do like 8 barrels, because we can take that. I don't know, maybe we need to move this. That's good for now. We'll work around it. I like that. I did a little bit of work. I went up with a wrench and flipped all the slabs to the upper half of the block instead of the lower, which sounds a little bit tedious, but it actually went super fast. It was just like, and it was done. But it left a funky gap, so I replaced that with some full blocks, and I don't know, maybe it'll all be full blocks, maybe it needs to go up a block. We'll figure it out. Okay, sorry about that. I had to step away for a moment. So yeah, we'll use this side here for the automation. And I've got all the seared bricks we need to do that. So we need 3 drains. And I think we're just going to use the casting table. It's going to be slower, but I think it's going to make things simpler. I just don't... Because if we get half of a pour in here, it won't pour more of that metal until something, like it could get really confused. And I think the whole smeltery could get backed up. I don't know, maybe sending batches of 9. I think we'll try that first. It's riskier, but ultimately, if it works, it'll be a little more elegant. So let's make some space. Oh, this is disgusting. Really. We're ending up with a chest room in the street. But what are you gonna do? Show must go on. We'll do something with that. I'll tidy up off camera and just move. The problem is right now there's no place to put it. Yeah, that is the problem. So 3 drains. We don't need faucets. We need 3 basins and liquid ducts and item ducts. Okay, so it looks like we're out of item ducts. We need more of those. I think all those seared bricks were in here. Yeah. Oh, really? We want that. Redstone furnace may still become part of this project at some point. And just put all these building blocks in here. Give ourselves a little inventory space. If that's the trouble, you start working these micro blocks and slabs and fancy stones, and you end up with 14 different blocks just to make a simple build. Clutters your inventory just a bit. And I was just playing my other game with my wife, and I was running buckets of lava back and forth for magmatic engines, and it's like 12 buckets of lava in my inventory. There's no room for anything else. Alright. What are we making? We need 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 of those guys, right? Yeah. Oh, just 3. 3 of those guys. And some item ducts. We don't have any of that in here. Oh, there we go. And tin. Let's just make a bunch. I think we're at that stage in the game. There's no point in doing it 6 times. And that wasn't expensive. One block of lead, 2 blocks of tin. I mean, compared to what's sitting in here, all we got to do is turn this thing on, and I mean, we're golden. We're going to have to put a servo in there instead of this lever so we can control the stack size, but we should be fine. Throw these guys in here. This won't even take long. This is a good on-camera project. Still kind of a rookie at this video stuff, so it's tough to know what you want to do on camera. And sometimes you don't know. Like, I thought this all was going to be pretty straightforward, and it took us a while, and it was, I don't hope it wasn't horribly boring, but what it actually turned out to be would have been dreadful video. Horrible, horrible video. Hopefully we won't have too many more projects that are that involved. It's this monkey business with all the packaging and repulverizing with hammerizing or whatever you want to call it, and then repackaging and hammerizing and just making all that work out was kind of unnecessary, but I don't know, there it is. So we need some liquid duct, and we're going to need some panels to keep those separate. Oh, show. And we may as well, this is, yeah, this will be fine. Had to think about liquid mechanics for a minute. It was like, this is going to cause problems. No, it's not going to cause any problems. Put some seared blocks up here for our levers, because we don't need to put anything fancy on these guys. No servos or anything. There's no reason for any of that. And let's see, don't we have 3 levers on us? Yeah, we do. We're going to need 3 more, but... or maybe we won't. Maybe we will use servos on those guys, because we're kind of running out of room. We'll see what we can do. That might not be wise. Let's start with 1, because what happens is maybe we get 9 ingots of something in there, and it starts to pour it into 2 basins. That could cause problems. And then you got 2 basins half full of the same metal and only 1 basin to work with, so you end up in this situation anyway. Alright, well maybe we'll want to use those for volume. We're cranking something into this thing, because if we make it 9 high, I mean, it theoretically could smelt continuously. Well, it might still work. We'll see. Let's see, where can we put some levers? Well, except for that window, we'd be fine. Oh yeah, we can put 1 there. We'll just sneak it in there. That'll work. We need some levers. We need some cobbly stone. Funny, not having cobblestone. No, that's not it. Let's just make all 8 of them. Should have made a whole stack. So if we get this guy there, yeah, we'll just leave that on like that for now. And then I believe the diamond chest, no. Which one of these? Oh, it's down here. This guy. This was our old crafting chest. We need 1 to use as an input chest, or an output chest. I don't know which one of these is appropriate. Something needs to be done about that. That all needs to get dumped into the system, except for this guy. Okay, well that'll come. Oh, let's do this. This is all stuff that's in barrels now. Oh, hello. We got flint and apatite in there, so we could empty that out pretty easily. Let's use that. It's a pretty good size, I think, for ingots. And then We need a servo, which I do not have any. I do not think so, no. Those are easy to make. How much iron do we have handy? And glass, yeah, plenty of that. See, I think we're to this point now, where instead of making one of something, we're making 20, or a stack. Stacks aren't far off. I made way too many of these. Well, no, I didn't. We'll need those. In fact, let's get these out of my inventory. And we'll keep those around in case we need to craft something with them. That. Not that. We should not have that in there. They must have picked that up running through there. It should not be there. Nice thing about that is you can just whoop. I hate it when I do that. I have another one of those guys. Guess not. Okay. Not a problem. So now we need a servo, and we'll need an empty hand. That's not an empty hand. Set this to stack size of 9. That should be all we need to customize, I believe. And then let's go look in here. Oh, hey, look at you. Blue glass. Oh, that was the one that I broke over there. Yes. Perfect. That should work. But I still think we're going to have to stick with the one faucet. I don't see how that would work. Because it will. It'll start to pour these out of 2, I'm sure of it. I mean, we could test it. Stuffed. Let's turn that off, because this should all be iron. Or is that all we got? Oh, that would be the way. We need a bunch of little guys that just hold 9. Maybe? It would be super easy to do. Just little 1-level smelteries. That's all they have is automated. Then you could send 9 from one chest to multiple smelteries. You could even have a smeltery for each type of metal. You know, even if we don't need that, that would be the way to do this. I mean, that's the stylish way. When we build the great big version of all of this, we're going to have a smeltery for each kind of base metal. Not every possible configuration of metals or materials that you could melt in one of these, but every base metal gets a smeltery, specially designated to it. And we're going to have like 100 sieves, and they're each going to have 3 of these guys, and we're going to crank out so much material. I don't know, maybe maybe not, but I would like to do that. That's an epic build, but it would be a lot of fun. That would be an off-camera, largely off-camera sort of thing. We could figure out a core system together, and then now what is this doing over here? That's what I want to know. Are we even melted? We can figure out a base system together, and then yeah, so that's finishing. Let's flip 2 of these on, because we know we got 2 batches of iron in there. So let's see what it does. Yeah, okay, well, that should be working. We got nothing. Why we got nothing? It was working over there. That is a liquiduct, molten iron. Oh, yep, see, that is what it did. There's a little bit in each one. Oh, that's because they're connected. not the hollow ones. I did make some hollow ones and use them in a few places. Those are pretty cool. Oh, I showed you one of those, but I used them in a few places for the actual pipes too. So let's do that and that. Is that one pouring? No. Is there? There is molten metal in there, isn't it? I'm not crazy, am I? We're gonna have to break that liquid duct to find out. Wow, that's an obstacle course. It's like a tongue twister for your feet. Okay, so that should be... What did we do over here that we didn't do over there? Bloop. What's going on? We just tried this, didn't we? Is there some kind of crud in here? Some seared stone or something? Looks like there's some kind of junk in there. Oh yeah, see, it was filled up with some kind of junk. But that's not bad. I think it's 3 seconds per drying time. Because it fills instantly, unlike the faucets. Or at least it kind of looks like it. Oh, this again. No. Yeah, so that's our problem, is we got some stuff blocking us up. See, but that's the problem. Oh, and this doesn't need a lever, apparently. I wonder if these things are just smart enough to figure it out. Like, will they just pour 9? If there's not 9, will they not pour? We need a couple more levers. There we go. We're in business. Let's start this up again and see how she cranks. We'll just let it run. In the meantime, we can build this a little higher. Oh my, look at me. Ha ha. Just waiting to die. It's a good thing I tried to mine something. I may not have realized that. I might have just stood here and starved to death. Be especially ironic because I have 2 lives left, I happen to know, but if I weren't paying attention, I could be down to a life and do that and really kick myself. Okay, so how that's 3. See, now this will be real interesting here shortly to see how it looked like there was 2 different metals in there. See how they interact. And we don't want to fall in there. I believe the molten metal will burn you to death. We've already had that experience. There's no need to learn that lesson twice. It wasn't fun. Those guys should wind up in the smeltery controller. If not, no loss. couple of slabs. What did we decide that was? That's 3. Oh, we lost that one. No big deal. Oh, this again. We just played this game. So that's 4, and it was like, thank you. Thank you for that extra room. Yes, please. Let's do this from above. Yeah. Sketchy. Alright. That's 5. And, well, we've got enough to do one more, it looks like. Oh, that was close. Yep, and we'll throw those up there just 'cause. Filling up. So, oh man. Wow. Let's use this since we just got the one. Oh. Whew. That was no bueno. That was some scary business right there. Almost walked into that lava. I would have been right in that tube. Little Stan in there banging on the glass. Help, let me out. Oh, let's chop down a tree, shall we? We really need a tree farm. Badly. In fact, we just need a platform, and we can go do that right now. Let's get a little more. Oh, we need some oak wood. Well, no bother. We can build a platform out of some birch wood. That ain't gonna hurt us. It's all gonna get covered over anywho. I was not paying close attention earlier and almost lost the birch trees. In fact, there is no sapling there. Because I came out, I was trying to get wood for those barrels. Came out harvesting away. Got a little distracted, didn't plant the saplings, or didn't collect the saplings rather. A couple times in a row. We're doing alright now. We got 3 extras in here. In fact, I'm just going to plant them. Now, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Because then I'll just walk away and not collect the saplings from these trees. And then we'll be all out of saplings. And if anything goes wrong, all out of birch trees. Now we can get birch seeds. We've discovered this by bone mealing grass and getting all kinds of good seeds. We can get the vanilla saplings, so that's great. Except for jungle. I don't believe jungle was on the list, which is a shame, because, you know, you'd kind of like to have it. Well, we can get jungle wood from the rubber trees, so, you know, we just can't do, we have to be able to get the jungle trees somehow if we ever want to farm cocoa beans, which we may or may not actually need to do. And I won't set up a farm for something if we don't need it. That's not, you know, I mean, well, okay, I won't say that. We probably will set some farms up for, like, some decorative blocks and, yeah, a little bit of whimsy. But, alright, we got our saplings back. Hopefully this will drop at least one for us. Let's go juice some melons. I think I've got a few of those piling up in my inventory. Yeah. And we're over a stack again without even really trying. That's great. Oh, now if I'm not mistaken, we can cut those up, so that's good. I don't think we want to right at the moment. I think that we want to come out here, right out of our door. We're gonna trim these things back. This is a little too crowded. I want to have, I think, a 5 wide path coming out of the house, and we are going to keep this house. This is going to be the governor's mansion right here, this swank place that we're looking at. We'll just come right out here with our very limited supply of these bricks, and I'm liking this a lot better than the cobblestone. We'll do all the roads with bricks, which means we definitely need to get us, oh yeah, that's great. And then we need something white, maybe, for the borders. And we'll be cooking with gas. So we're going to have to automate some brick production in a big way, which means more dust. We're going to have a few pulverizers just making dust so we can make clay to make brick. And also so we can make more of this stained clay. Green should be pretty easy to get. Red and yellow, I'm guessing, although I didn't really see a lot of flowers when we were doing bone meal. We mostly just got grass and weird saplings and plants, so maybe not as easy to obtain as one might think. But there are bees. We can get all sorts of dye from bees without any sorts of worry. Let's get us some clay. Oh, here's a thing. We have no automation in place for this. Well, it's going to put some wear and tear on our diamond hammer, but we can just do this. Clay and clay. Whatever. Diamonds are cheap. How many diamonds we got in here? 12. Haven't even been at this very long. Plenty of redstone as well. I think we're going to have to get another auto packager set up, and we can, let's see, another auto packager set up just to condense some things out of this chest here. We don't, like, that thing is overflowing. And I'm taking, as soon as we get a few more barrels, we got enough to make a couple. Some of this stuff will go, but it's only a matter of time. And it's a lot easier to store things in blocks. Of course, then it's an extra step to uncraft them just to... How are we doing over here? Oh, hello. How are we doing over here? Oh. Hello, creeper. Oh, that was a miss. Swing and a miss. Okay. Yes. See, this is what I was afraid of. Exactly. Now we've got 3 partially filled fluid molten iron. And molten, so if there's fluid molten iron in there, yeah. So, I think building the oven that big was a mistake for automation's purposes. This would be good if we wanted to do mass quantities, like if we wanted to set up a clear glass factory. That would be something. This would be a reason to have something this big. So live and learn. I will tear it down because that is and functionally it doesn't work. Maybe what we can do is break out a ring at the level of the roof so that it won't show. And it'll look like it goes all the way out, but it really won't. In fact, we want to keep it small. Yeah, this is horrible. And we want to do ingots. It's got to be ingots. So, all right. We lose a little iron. We learn a little lesson. No big deal. You are, I like you, but you are really in the way. You know, seriously, yeah, okay. So we need some. We've got just enough. Not that we can't make more. These are super cheap. Now that we've got systems in place, these are child's play. And we've got some gold. We need an ingot. Seared brick. I don't know if that'll work. We'll take a gold ingot because we got one of them. Ooh, oh, okay. What did that do? So I'm gonna do this. No. There we go. And then we gotta get in here and select some gold. Make ourselves 3 more of these guys. Yep, gotta be ingots. I don't know, maybe there's a way. I mean, maybe this would have worked 9 at a time if we had kept this at a size to do 9, but that seems really slow. I think this way we can keep it cycling through a little bit faster. I don't know. It's all new. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this will be our last one. Probably could have just left that. Or not. Yeah, anyway. Probably didn't need 3 more. And ba-dunk. Whoa. A little bit of lag there. Yeah, that's the way to do this. It's a little bit slower than doing blocks. What's going on here now? See, now if we got full ingots in there, why would there ever be an odd amount? Oh, that's a problem. Molten copper. What is this? Yeah, and it's making copper. Is it that we just can't do more than one of these? Is that really what it is? Do they each end up with a third of a unit? Oh, dang it. Why are you still pouring? Oh, it was making blank casts? Weird. I thought I put down a basin and it was making blocks. I was like, geez, didn't we just have this issue? Alright. I think that's the only thing we can do. But that should still be faster than it can... I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely too big. It can melt too many at a time. It'll destroy that little thing. Well. So we wasted some time and some resources with some extra things that we didn't really need, but we learned. huh. Gotta get up on that roof. What do we have? Some wood blocks. That'll work. Oh, yeah. No. Ooh. Yeah. Let's turn that off. Let this thing empty out before we go breaking it. I think that'll work. We'll just cut it off and maybe put a band of these limestone bricks as something kind of decorative, and then some more seared bricks, and it'll look like it shouldn't work, and it won't work, but it will work. You know what I'm saying? Makes perfect sense. I'm going to cut this episode. Got some people sleeping around here that probably don't want to be woke up. I'm going to smelt up a bunch of brick, work on that mob spawner, fix that one issue, maybe close that up a little bit. I don't want to do too much involving this off camera. Like this is nothing. It's just placing blocks. That's nothing. That's just placing blocks. And maybe farming a little bit of rubber. This is actually building stuff and experimenting and learning and progressing the game. So I want to focus on this kind of thing, the tree farm on camera, this kind of thing, the boring grindy stuff, maybe not so much. So until next time, this is Agrarian Skies. Thanks for watching, and make sure you leave a like.